I think we're live. I think we're live. It says I'm live, but I can't see myself. It says we're live, but I can't see myself. I always feel like these dudes are watching me. What is happening? I think I'm on a lag. I think I'm on a lag right now. I'm not sure if that matters. Let's not worry about that. Let's say no. Let's say no. Let's say no. No, there's a lot of no's here. Okay. This part's important. This part's important. Let me skim through this real quick. Here we go. Uh-oh. Boom. You already know what I'm trying to type in, don't you? Don't you? Ay, 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 bro. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, oh, there we go. That should be good enough, right? That should be good enough for right now. And I don't have to make it public because we're already public. I do want to turn on the live chat. I do want to turn on the live chat. Here we go. Kaimon ain't playing around. Kaimon ain't playing around. Hey, Kaimon, did you get your dog, bro? I thought I heard him in the back. Arr, 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 arr. Slipknot, what's up, Slipknot? Oh, I gotta turn myself down. I don't want to hear myself. It's bad enough you guys have to hear me. I definitely don't want to hear myself. We got Cheeky Breaky. What's up, Cheeky Breaky? Aye. ARJR in the house. Chrissy with the Is that a smile or is that a chomp? I don't know if that's friendly or aggressive, but I like it. What's up, Drew? What's up, man? Athena Aidieron. Reporting for live stream shenanigans. Let's go. Woo! We got Jane Caulfield with the Ric Flair. Y'all watching GM and Rocky 3. Heck yeah, that's the one. That's the one I keep messing. Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. I like that one. I was racist before. I thought it was Apollo Creed when he did that, but it was Mr. T. Watching an ad, don't let me miss anything. Jane Caulfield, can you confirm? I read in the comments the other day that YouTube is being annoying and that they are utilizing very long ads lately. Have the ads gotten longer? Is that something that we're gonna be struggling with? What is that? Is that my light? I don't want it to look like that. Hold up. Oh no, why is it doing that? I don't feel like I ever noticed it right there before. That's weird. Oh, look at this. Oh, would you look at that? Let me see. I don't know if I should read this out loud. Wow. Is this okay? I'll clarify right now. Camon just sent 10 big ones to the PayPal. 10 bigger than normal. Huge. 10 big ones to the PayPal. He says, I only have one request. I would never criticize your content, and I love you for that. And love everything you've ever done. I'm going to choose to believe that. Which is why we need, in all caps, my name is Jesse, and I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts. Also picked up Bruno Friday. He's my new best friend. I love that, man. I love that. I love that. Kaimon, are you talking about, so you know how I've been doing a bunch of these low budget videos lately where I've just been kicking them out with no edits or whatever? Are you talking about on those ones where I need to at least come in with the, hey, my name is Jesse, blah, 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 blah. Are you talking about on those? I mean, it would be nice, right? Since I've been doing these videos, I have been getting more eyeballs on the channel that aren't regulars, which again is so frustrating to me because I'll make these masterpieces that I take 2 weeks editing and they don't get pushed, but then I do these low budget ones and I see new people. Who is this? What's this channel? What's going on here? So I guess it would make sense for me to introduce myself. Is that what you're talking about on the new low budget videos? At first, I thought you just wanted me to like say it like right now, but I think you mean in the new videos, right? It's amazing to hear. We could talk about Bruno. We could talk about Bruno. I'm so glad to hear that, man. The little best little buddy. I like it, man. I like it. What is this? Why do people always have to do this? Why do people always have to do this? I don't understand what's happening right now. What is going on? What the heck? Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Oh my gosh. Let me plug this in. Getting so many text messages, my phone's gonna end up dying. And I agree, Kaimon. I agree. I think I do need that. I think it would make sense because we get new people coming in. They need to know what's going on. Orale, master, I got my gallbladder removed today, so I can't really stay long, but I just wanted to drop in and say what's up. Dang. You got your gallbladder removed? Hey, and you know what? Dante James, I may be incorrect. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how long you'll be able to stay in here. I think the Dante James show is one of the people that just very recently discovered the channel because I've been making these new videos, which makes me feel really good because it's nice to know that my channel can still get discovered. But I think, I might be wrong. You might have been here since like the last 8 years. I have no idea. But I think I saw you come in when I've been making that string of videos lately, which proves Camon's point. I do need to introduce myself. But dang, bro. I mean, from my life experience, everybody that I've ever known that's had that done, I think it's, it ends up being a good thing. It's just something you needed to, it's kind of like, when you get your tonsils removed or whatever, it's kind of like not the most convenient thing at the moment, but it's like, whatever. My body didn't want it. My body said, chala, kick rocks. You got to get it out, move on with your life. So hopefully this is just a little, it's for the best. Blessing in the skies. You could get this thing out of there, free up some space. I hope you're feeling good, bro. Do whatever you need to do to feel good. Just sit down, watch some reruns, have some Chinese food. Jane Caulfield, I don't know if you saw me ask. I'll ask you again if I don't see an answer right now because I'm already behind in the chat. I was asking you something about the ads. What's up, Brandon? All right, Brad Van Donsel. Brad Van Donsel. What's up, man? I was wondering the other day, like, when are we gonna see Teen Alley again? You made your bi-yearly. It happens, Teen Alley. It happens to the best of them. Happens to the best of them. Dang. I don't sweat you. Yeah, the shoulder. I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna get to it. I ain't gonna waste too much of your time. I got an ad for Mike Perry's podcast while watching a podcast. I was 20 minutes. Oh no. It was one of those ones where they actually start playing the podcast. Those are crazy, man. Let's see what's going on. Oh, you did miss the intro. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell you right now. The intro. Okay, Dante confirms we need that intro. That what, bro? That's my Tio Beto. What do you mean? Is this your first video, bro? That's my Tio Beto. Where you been, bro? Lopez needs to tighten his game. I'm telling you, I was talking about it before the rematch with Volkanovski. Diego Lopez almost got knocked out by Jean Silva like 3 times. That was a terrible looking fight for Diego Lopez. He almost got knocked out like 3 times and he got rocked like 6 times. That was a terrible fight. That was a terrible display for him to go into. And who was talking about it? I don't know. I don't remember what podcast or whatever I was listening to. Somebody was just going on and on about how Diego Lopez basically was getting favored by the company, by Dana White and all that, because of how he was doing something for the company. I think he came in, I don't know if it was the Noche, I don't know what it was. He did something like short notice, helped out the company, got in their good graces. Basically, that's what you got to do. Don't be the best fighter. Don't earn your contender spot. Just get on the UFC's good side. Be a good boy. Be a yes man. Be a company man. Do what you're supposed to. And then you're going to get what you want. Now, that doesn't work exactly the same for Dustin Gaethje. How many things has he saved? You know, how many times has he been fight of the night, performance of the night, Mr. Highlight Reel and all that stuff? And they didn't care. He only ended up getting it because Tapoera ran, and they needed somebody in there. They needed some kind of rock'em sock'em so that they could excite the casual fans with the Paramount Plus acquisition. But Diego Lopez, he gets on their good side, and then he has the performance he does against Jean Silva. And then they think that is enough. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I probably would have gave the title shot to Jean Silva after seeing his fight with Diego Lopez. At least he has more of a smorgasbord to throw at Volkanovski besides just Diego Haymaker Lopez. You're right, Tinelli. I got to let him know. Angel Padilla, the love, showing love for Jane, showing love. It got weird. I'm not going to get too into it, but it got weird. It got weird. I did some contemplating. I did some soul searching. It kind of came out of nowhere. I think it has something to do with alcohol. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to blame it on the alcohol. People get stupid. I've been around some of the people. I've been around some people that I would consider my inner circle, my closest friends, when they are inebriated. And I want to give them that elbow sopa. They don't act the same. They act like idiots. They don't know how to control themselves. They become animals. And I know there's people in here that like to partake and do your thing, whatever. I'm just saying from my life experience, when I'm around people that I know on the closest level and they start drinking, I want to give them that elbow sopa. I want to make sure that they are well fed. I don't know. And then every now and then you say, for those just joining us, now I'm talking about that. Pay me here. Well, what the heck? Pay me? ARJR. Oh, dang, you do me like that. Seguimos. Sí, paramos. No, we like the party. Oh, yeah, we like the party. If you don't like it, you better learn to love it, because GM is here to stay. You know, you're making me feel like my flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion. I might hit the 3-wheel motion, cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion. All right. Oh, I'm super far behind. Oh, dang. I didn't know I was that far behind. James Bishop has blessed the community. Splish splash. James Bishop, the Bobby Darin of the community, dropping a membership on you. Dropping a membership right on Alex Mars. I want to let you guys know, those who bless the people, I continue to get comments of people saying thank you for their memberships. I tell them it's not me. It's not me. It's the generosity of this community, man. I'm about to get Beto tatted. I love that, man. Gallbladder releases. That's hilarious, bro. That would be so funny. Gallbladder releases bile to digest fats and fat-soluble vitamins. Gallbladder releases bile to digest. Jeez. I mean, he just wasn't being a team player, bro. They had to bench him. David Flores. I mean, your presence, your lack of presence is noticed. You know, when we are without you. That's for sure. That's for sure, bro. Angel Padilla has blessed Marvin L. Robinson with a membership. Thank you for doing it, Angel Padilla. And ARJR responds with a membership for new Chip Skylark. And you already know what comes next. You know the format. Marloca comes in and says, it's my turn, and drops a membership on 00 Spiral 007. I love to see it. So let me tell, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to tell you about Volkanovski right now. I'm going to tell you about Volkanovski being injured. That's right. He went into the fight half the man he used to be before training camp. He got hurt in training camp. ARJR with another membership for Najee King, and another membership from Marloca for Bloodsport. And then we get that beautiful kiss from a rose. Thank you. Thank you for your love and generosity. Alexander Volkanovski was injured in that fight. Now, a lot of people, you know what? It's disrespectful, bro. I did what I did. You know what's so frustrating to me? I couldn't hear people stop. It was non-stop. Gaethje's too old. Patty's too young. Patty's too big. Even though they're fighting in the same weight division, which I never understand. When we get two dudes fighting in the same weight division, look at how big that guy is. This guy's too big. Bro, they're in the same weight division. You're talking to the dude that thinks that we should allow flyweights to fight heavyweights. Don't talk to me about one dude being too big when they're in the same weight division. That's insanity, bro. You're the type of dude that's just, you're asking, anybody hungry? Who can I proactively give my lunch money to? Why are you scared of big dudes? Did you have, I think maybe all the dudes that are scared of big dudes, maybe they had big brothers. Maybe they got bullied by their big brothers. I don't know. People are saying Gaethje's too old. Patty's too young. Patty's too big. Gaethje's too slow. Gaethje's a rock'em sock'em. I believe I coined that. Gaethje, but I knew he wasn't going to come into this fight like that. Now, did he make me nervous because he likes to take some to give some? Yes, especially in the 5th round. There was some moments, and I don't know if he was playing possum. I don't know if he's a genius, because apparently he came out because somebody criticized him on Twitter, and Gaethje responded and he said, bro, I was leaning on purpose. I can't remember if it was to the left or to the right. I think it was to the right. Remember how DC leaned and he got knocked out by John Jones, even though that fight never happened? Even though it never happened because of the drogas and whatnot? Well, Gaethje responded. He said, bro, I was leaning on purpose. I was leaning on purpose because I was trying to bait him. Now, you got to consider this dude that is saying that he was leaning over and over and over again, which looked terrible to us because we thought he was going to get head kicked, knocked out. This dude that is saying he did that on purpose to bait him is the same dude that was saying that his staph infection was an ingrown hair. So we have to consider that. You already know in this community, we refer to it, as a term of endearment, the ingrown afro. Because that's definitely not a singular hair coming out. I said in one of my videos that it was growing so big, he's going to have to put a beanie on that growth to keep it warm in the dead of winter. But this is the same dude, so we have to take that for what it is. But he's saying, bro, I was doing that on purpose. I ain't a rookie. That's why I was saying I love the way that Patty's talking all fight week, because he knew that rookie mindset. because he had that mindset at one time. And he was saying that's why he lost to Eddie Alvarez, because he didn't fight smart, because he kept throwing leg kick after leg kick after leg kick, and Eddie kept taking it and taking advantage of it and capitalizing on it. Anyway, I forgot what my point was, and I finally remembered right now. Everybody was saying the best things about Patty and the worst things about Gaethje. And I was like, Gaethje's going to win. And I was telling everybody, remember, I've been making fun of Gaethje since I had a YouTube channel. I don't think I've ever rooted for Gaethje in a fight. I ain't a Gaethje fanboy. I'm not biased. But let me tell you, he's going to win. And people laughed. And people said, I don't know, Grandmaster, this is crazy. He's over the hill and this and that. He's about to retire. He doesn't got a chin left and all that. And then he won. And I can't tell you how many comments I saw after that of people saying, who didn't think Gaethje was going to win? Of course Gaethje was going to win. How could they doubt him? He's so experienced. Of course he won. Bro, where were all these people when I was making my prediction? And where did all the people disappear to? I felt like I was like on an episode of Pluribus. Where did everybody got brainwashed? Everybody just totally flip-flopped mentally. Before the fight, I couldn't find anybody. It was few and far between. I couldn't find anybody rooting for Gaethje. And then after the fight, of course, did anybody say Patty was going to win? And you know how much I hate to use words like gaslighting. But this was high level. So anyway, because I still haven't even got to my point yet. After that, after the whole world, after the whole MMA community was going one way and I was swimming against the grain, still no respect earned. Still no respect earned. When I said, trust me, I've done my research. I've watched the tape. I've watched it with the sound off. I watched it with the sound even louder. I watched it without looking at the visuals. I only listened to it. I had one of my homies sketch it. He's an artist. I had him sketch the whole fight on pieces of paper. Remember the old days when you go to the store and you could get those books and you flip them real fast and it plays out like the whole story. He drew it for me on a bunch of sticky notes. I played the whole thing like that. I watched the fight from so many different perspectives. I told people, trust me, I put the time in. Volkanovski is going to win. And I articulated why. I gave plus points for Volkanovski. I gave con points for Lopes. I didn't just say, I got a feeling. I laid it out. I said what they were good at, what they were bad at, what this guy's going to do, what that guy's going to do, what he shouldn't do, and this and that, and so on and so forth, and etc. And people said, you got lucky with the Gaethje Pimlet one, Grandmaster. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Did you see what Makhachev did to him? Did you see what Tapoera did to him? And I told them exactly why. I told them exactly why that happened. But it didn't matter. They thought I was crazy. No respect earned. So everybody was picking Lopes. I even saw people say, man, I want Volkanovski to win. But I don't think he's going to. I would like him to win. But Lopes is too young, bro. Yo, Lopes is coming into the cage with them Huggies on, bro. Lopes is coming into the cage with this pacifier. That fool's just, he's like Benjamin Button. Lopes is getting, I don't even know how he did it. Lopes somehow got even younger during this training camp. Well, we know how that fight played out. And then instead of people giving the credit where it's due, instead of people saying, oh, Volkanovski is a savage. Volkanovski is the best. Volkanovski is a GOAT. They're all, Lopes didn't show up. Lopes should have adjusted. It was all about what Lopes should have done. Because it was more that Lopes lost the fight as opposed to Volkanovski won the fight. That's the narrative. Lopes, if he would have just did this and that, it wasn't that, Volkanovski's so good. They don't want to give him his credit. It's wild, man. And then immediately I start talking about what's next for Volkanovski. That he should fight this guy or that guy or this other guy. And everybody immediately, like nothing ever happened. Nah, I don't know, Grandmaster. I don't know. I think we're saying too much. Now I think he's too old. Did Volkanovski? So Volkanovski, he aged like exponential. Like he just aged like so since what 3 days ago, 2 days ago. I mean, Volkanovski might have been able to. I mean, he might have been able to go up and handle his business like 3 days ago. But now, bro, like 72 hours gone by, he ain't the same. He ain't the same Volkanovski that he was 72 hours ago. People never learn. They just have to be contrarians. It's disrespectful. And they were talking about, and you know what's funny? There's kind of like parallels. And I want to say thank you, ARJR, for, T. Nelly got it. It's so rare when you guys go on an expedition to try to bring someone back into the promised land when we try to re-engage one of the gringos. I always feel like they keep getting missed, and it becomes like a game and almost like a meme, like the platform won't allow it. And you got her. That's beautiful. T. Nelly's back in the family. When Gaethje beat Pimblett, everyone was still finding reasons to hate and saying he don't look the same. This was his last one. He should have retired. And they didn't consider, bro, he has staph infection. That fool is to the gills with antibiotics. Not probiotics. We're talking antibiotics. That's why he came into the fight looking so sluggish and bloated. And like I said, I know it's relative, because relatively he's in much better shape than most of the people that you know in real life, right? I mean, he's a professional fighter. But for Dustin Gaethje shape, I never seen him look so puffy. And then now they're saying the same thing about Volkanovski. He didn't look the same. He should retire after this. I don't think he's got another one in him. Well, now you find out that he don't got an ingrown afro. He's not on the antibiotics. Well, he might be. He had I don't know if it was pulled, dislocated. I forgot the word they used. His shoulder is injured. He has a shoulder injury. They almost pulled him out of the fight weeks before the fight. So what that tells you even more so is that he didn't just get it 2 days before the fight. He was dealing with that. He was in pain. He was trying to train with that and clearly not training at the highest level then with a injured shoulder. People are like, oh, Diego, man, if he wouldn't have hurt his feet, if his patas were at full health, hey, that happened in the fight. That's 2 pluses right there for Volkanovski. Diego didn't injure Volkanovski's shoulder. That happened before. It's just like from all angles, they want to find ways to write stuff off and not give people their credit. Man. Um, Stephen Atonement. I want to say thank you very much, Stephen Atonement. I appreciate you. Good one, MMMA. Good, honest, and comedic vibes. Free Mexico, MMMA for Mexican governor. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen Atonement. I appreciate that very much. I try my best to help cultivate a good vibatronic community, a good positive community of wonderful individuals. I feel like for the most part, we do a pretty good job. Every once in a while, we got a cockroach that sneaks in the cracks, but for the most part, you know, we got people like you, Stephen Atonement. Thank you. ARJR with a membership for El Ciegue. Oh, you know what? I need to give you your air horn. You know what else? I've been dropping the ball on hard. I forgot because this new platform. I appreciate your guys' patience with me. That was for you, Stephen Atonement, and I've been dropping the ball on this right here. I don't think I've even done it once. I don't like that the platform makes me do it now because there is something kind of gross about, you know, being the one that triggers the air horn and all these songs. It feels a little weird.
We are family.
It does feel a little weird, so I would like to figure that out.
Me.
Do you even speak Spanish? Yes. Soda, taco, carro. Sabes muchas palabras, mijo.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Do you consider yourself Mexican or American? Oh, jeez. Oh. How does he say? Nobody knows how hard it is to be a Mexican American. I don't know. I've always I guess I don't talk about it out loud that much. It's like I don't know the legalities of it on paper. Because I'm an American citizen, so I'm an American, obviously. But then because America is such a melting pot, it's like, you know, people done that my whole life. It's like American, but they're like, yeah, but come on. What are you though? Like everyone always asks, like, and I'm not saying me, I'm saying like with everybody. Like you could talk to someone that's like Peruvian, you could talk to someone that's Asian, someone that's black, and you'll be like, yeah, but come on. Where's your grandma from? Where's your great grandma from? So I'm always just like, I'm American, but I'm also Mexican, because I know that's the next question. And I know that a lot of people affiliate and just assume and tie in American just means like blonde haired, blue eyed, Levi Jeans. And it's like, I always felt like when people hear American, that's what they think. So it's like I have to differentiate. I'm Mexican American, but then at the same time, that's not really American because they weren't even the first American. That's like what Europeans look like. So then I think you could look like American if you look like a Native American. But then they don't even know supposedly if they were the first people, because some fools from Clovis, apparently they think they were first. But weren't they Native Americans too? I don't know. Bro. The the artist formerly known as Mexican. Chicano. Yeah. What's up? I'm trying not to mess this up, bro. Dim Chetasveski. What's up, man? There's been some changes, man. If it's been long time no see, then the last time you were here, I was probably taking a month to edit videos. And lately, I'm just here. I'm streaming. I'm talking. I'm keeping it low budget, keeping it real nice and easy. And I'm doing some videos on the channel lately that are just me talking at you. Just simple talking head type stuff. I know it's not for everybody, but there's enough people that are being encouraging about it that it's making me think that maybe I should keep doing it. So I'm glad that you're back in this neck of the woods, Dimchi. Hola, ¿qué pasó? What's up, Melancholy? Aztelan? Aztec? Aztec, you speak Mexican? You speak Mexican? Mesa, aplauda. I don't know what that means, bro. Volk versus Bam Bam? Dang. Backstage? Hey, Christian, can I ask you a very honest question? What compelled you to ask me that? Because I get people nonstop asking me that question. Like, do the people in that community? I'm not trying to be frustrated or anything like that. I'm just genuinely curious. I wonder, like, do the people in that community like take turns asking different channels that same question? I don't understand it. I don't understand the intrigue behind that. Um, People ask me that, and I wonder, does anybody ask? Does anybody ask other channels what they think of me? Like, is this just a thing, or is it just with one channel? Is it because they're so super hyper aware of how their community comes off that they're like they always got to ask everybody like, hey, what do you guys think about us? What are my thoughts? I don't know how to answer that, man. I always give the same stock generic answer that he's a machine, he's a grinder. The passion and the work ethic is undeniable, and that's something that I gotta respect. Is he a potential collaborator? I have no idea. I don't know how our approaches or styles would mesh. I'm notorious for not being a collaborator and for being something of a hermit. I do have a very hard time doing anything with anybody. Um, but I don't have anything against them. I'm just notorious for I hear that all the time. You should collab more, you get more eyes on the channel, and it's just like, bro, I can't even it's been years since I've even communicated with some of my own closest family members. Like I swear, like I don't interact with anybody anybody but you guys. So it's hard for me to do stuff like that. If you ever see me collaborate with somebody, that means a lot. That means a lot. That means we like really hit it off, or something in the communication was really like made sense, or because everyone that I ever have done it with, it was amazing. But it's just not something that I really pursue that often. Bert Olomio, what's up, man? Hey, Grandmaster, former Mexican. Remember that? Former Mexican. As soon as they were saying it a little bit ago, it did feel, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't entirely remember the context around that, but it did feel familiar. I don't know if that was another time they were just trying to play with me because of being a pocho or whatever. It did sound familiar. I do have memory issues, though. You guys already know that. Bloodsport, I mean, I do too, bro. I do too. I've been thinking of, since I'm doing these easier to produce videos lately, that every once in a while it would be easy for me to take some time throughout the day to work on edited videos. So let's say I do one of these easier ones every day, every other day. It gives me a bunch of time to work on edited videos. But then I was like, why am I going to do that? Because all that would happen is maybe I bring in even more of an audience, some new eyeballs, some people that discover the channel, and then that's all they expect. And I'm like, no, that's the problem I made last time. I put myself in a corner. I can't. It's like when you start a new school year, you want to act a little bit dumb so the teacher doesn't expect too much from you. Or when you start a new job, you don't want to be at your full potential because then they're always going to expect that high level work ethic. So you got to tone it down a little bit, And then like if I do one for you guys that have been here, there's like, oh, it's back, the old style's back, and then I'm like, actually, I just did one. I might do another one in like 4 months, and then people get upset. So it's like, I don't know how I'm ever gonna make myself do one of those again. It's all it does is hurt me and the channel. Kurt Rhombus, I don't even know, bro. I feel like I've been told, but I don't even remember. Dang it. Yeah, I don't get it, Sobo. I don't get it, man. ARJR GM. Yeah, I can't stand this, man. I need to watch some more tutorials and get this figured out. GM, during the fight, you said you needed some type of electronic part to bring up your game. What was it, and what does it cost? Something about pushing buttons. Also, are you are you American or Mexican descent? Mexican American. Don't like to get up early in the morning and go streaming. It's this one's not light work, ARJR. It's not light work. It's a little tricky. It's and that's why it's taking me so long. Yesterday was the day before. We did it yesterday though. At the end of the month, me and Marilena always kind of come together and look at the finances and what happened and what, like, just like trying to figure out what we're gonna pay. And I'm telling you, man, every time I even think I'm going like it's hard for me to go out of my way and get something that I need, as opposed to just putting it all toward bills, you know. So, and this one, it's like I said, it's not light work, bro. So I haven't had the highest expectations. It's kind of like a Christmas. It's kind of like a Christmas wish list kind of thing. But oh snap! It won't let me post it. I was just gonna post it right here. I don't even care. Well, now I'm gonna get impatient because now I wanna since we're talking about it. Hey, forgive me, ARJR. I'm not gonna be like all wordy or anything because I'm in the stream and I don't want to be like all boring and get too distracted. So I didn't put anything in the body of the email and put a bunch of salutations or whatever. But I put a link in the email, and like I said, don't even. It's up there, bro. It's up there. It's a one of these days kind of thing. But that's the thing that it's crazy because I'll have to do a little bit of learning, but it allows you to control your sounds and your pages and your effects, and you can fade to this and go to a different scene and your lights, and it's crazy. You can control. It's kind of like, it's like a switchboard. So I can just go dang, just spam it like a Nintendo 64 controller. I'm a Mexican American. Christian, y'all are the biggest MMA channels in my opinion. LOL. That's why I asked. I just thought y'all probably knew each other. Christian, I'll tell you this. And again, Christian, I hope you didn't take it the wrong way, bro. It's just that people ask that question so much that it's like, is this a meme? Like what? What's happening? So I've definitely been in his chat before over the years. It's been a while, but I've definitely been in his chat and he's been in mine, and we've always said kind things to each other. And he said like crazy kind things in regard to me in the past that I was like, dang, I can't believe he said that. Like very flattering things. Which was nice to hear. I mean, especially coming from that dude, because I mean, you hear what he says about people. So for him to say what he did about me, I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. And we like extremely briefly had like an exchange. Again, this was a while ago in the DMs, and seemed like a super cool dude. Was never anything but kind toward me. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you feeling that way, bro. But I mean, the numbers like to disagree with me, man. I mean, there's all these MMA channels popping up left and right, and they're all blowing past me, bro. At least in the views. So I don't know, man. What does the MMA guru think of Mexican martial arts thinking of him? Exactly, bro. um, Dang, where am I? Oh, all right, here we go. I love the new videos and the format. Straight MMA predictions are grand mastery. I appreciate you saying that, Sohel. You know what is crazy to me though, and I don't know if anyone would like to respond to this. I'd actually be very curious to see it. Um, to me, it's trippy, man, because I feel like this whole channel was based off of humor, off of being funny, telling jokes, having a good time. And in the videos that I've been doing lately, like you're saying, straight MMA stuff, I feel like there's no jokes. The jokes are gone. So it's like I just gutted it. So I've been thinking like, how are people liking this? And then it started to make me think, does that mean they never liked the jokes and they thought like MMA humor was annoying? And they never wanted that and I was delusional? Or is there enough like glimpses of humor in the ones I've been doing lately? I don't know, but there's no jokes. I'm not sitting there crafting jokes anymore, which is heartbreaking for me, man, because that's so fun to do. I love writing jokes. And it's kind of been sad for me because I started to realize if this is what people like and I'm seeing that it makes sense for me to keep doing this and that's what I keep doing, am I ever going to do jokes again? So it's been kind of confusing for me. I pick Lopez, yeah, Volkswagen. Ofsky lives down the toad. Oh, dang, he's from your neck of the woods and you went against him like that? What does MMA Joey think of us thinking about MMA Guru and what he thinks about us? I need to get back in touch with MMA Joey. Me and MMA Joey were supposed to do a corroboration. It is, bro. Like, I got nothing. I got no problems. I got no drama with my family. I don't have one of those things with my family like some people. Some people have like a real bad situation with their family, some unfortunate circumstances. I love my family, man. I'm not talking about my what's it called? Like your nuclear, like the one that I grew up with, you know, but it's like my time management, man, it's like non-existent. It's like I get so overwhelmed with everything I'm trying to do. And then by the time I know, it's the next day, and then it's 2 years later, and it's like, oh snap! I've been with my head down trying to work, and I just let life fly by, you know. Would you ever collaborate with Charles Sonnen? I would. I tried to. Again, I told the story countless times. The dude kept saying things on my channel and commenting. And then when I tried to do something, then he had his dude intercept and get in the middle and, you know, play hard to get. So I don't know. Whatever. The only person I seen GM collaborate with was the First We Feast, the hot wing guy. That was fun, Jay Smith. That was so fun, man. I remember when we did that, I thought that was going to change everything, man. I thought everything was going to take off from right there. But that's before the show really got as big as it became later, you know? I mean, Sean Evans, he was a nice dude, but I thought it was going to go more viral than that, man. That's all you need to get GM to collaborate with you is a bottle of hot sauce. Dustin's going to come around the corner with these chile, bro. Weasel MMA watch along would be goated. The Weasel? Is that guy still doing his thing, man? I'm so behind. I apologize. I'm catching up. ARJR says, no, GM, you are American from Mexican descent. Okay, that makes sense to me because that's like everyone that's American. It's not like an American from American descent, right? Again, unless you're like a Native American, which again I think has been put into question. But if you could be an American from German descent, you know, American from Jamaican descent, you know. Steven Atonement. Thank you, bro. Please, everyone, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Dang, look at that. Steven Atonement is basically paying for some marketing on here. I appreciate that, bro. Yes, it's the stupid, disgusting, gross YouTube game. And that's just how it is. The likes and the hypes and the comments and the shares and subscribing, this and that, it definitely helps the channel, makes me look good. Thank you very much, Steven Atonement, for shouting that out. If you guys are willing to do a little clicky click, it really helps out my channel. I almost called you PR South. Angel Padilla. Rocky just knocked out by Clubber. Oh, you're early in the movie, bro. You're early in. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, though. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. I just know that early in the film that takes place. But, you know, I'm not going to mention what happens after that, bro. I'm not going to mention it. You just keep enjoying yourself, man. Mike Alfieri.
We are family.
Has blessed.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Dirty Finger Mike has been blessed by Mike Alfieri. We got some Mike on Mike violence. Some Mike on Mike violence in the chat. I was going to say Mike on Mike action, but I felt like it would get across the wrong message. Thank you very much, Mike Alfieri. Thank you, bro.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I'm gonna call attention to something right now. I have been trying. Just like I was for months. And I'm gonna, I know you're thinking this is it. This is all you've been waiting for right here. This is that exciting to you? Yes. And you're just seeing the beginnings of it because I don't even have my buttons yet. And it's very hard for me doing this one-man show to do all these clicky clicks so that I can make stuff like this possible. Okay? But it was months that I looked up this camera right here, that I was looking up my XLR cables and my interfaces right here thinking, when am I going to do it? Because every time I make a little bit of money, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I got to pay some bills. And I've been looking and hoping and wishing and just looking at this Stream Deck for months. Jay Smith has been talking with me about it. I mean, I've been going back and forth needing this thing. This was kind of like the, as far as I'm confirmed, and I don't know, maybe we'll keep getting fancy with it as the weeks and months and years go on. But as far as I was confirmed, this was like the last Infinity Stone. This was like the last piece to put the Megazord all together, the Stream Deck. I felt like I'll be putting so much power in my hands, bro. And then now that I have this new software that's not always all glitching out on me and I can use these sound effects and transitions and stuff like that. Anyway, ARJR just sent the necessary funds to the PayPal, and he says it's on behalf of the commission. Now, there is a secret group, the Meeting of the Minds. There is a secret group of people that come together and bless the channel, bless the Mexican martial arts from time to time, and I don't even know who they are. ARJR says, man, I thought it was going to be thousands. The community has decided to come together and invest. Go get it. 250 big ones, the biggest ones. 250 for the Stream Deck. For the big Stream Deck with all the buttons. This is the community that you're sitting in the chat with right now. These are the people that you're rubbing shoulders with right now. You know how sometimes you're in close quarters and you hear someone talking on their speakerphone and you get annoyed with them and you don't even they're the good ones in this community. This is the people that you're in here breathing the same oxygen with. I can't even, it's so weird to me, man. It's so weird to me. When I just stay up at nights like this, like, when am I going to be able to everything would I would have 1,000,000 subscribers. I would have 1,000,000 if I only have my stream deck, and everything would be so much smoother. And then boom, I can just go to Best Buy like that now. Well, I'm gonna have to order it because they never have it there. I've been trying to go window shop over the months and just look at it and admire it. They never even have it in store. I just want to say thank you again. I don't even know who all of these mysterious people are, but I want to say thank you. It's crazy to me when something like that is just realized just out of nowhere. It's not out of nowhere. It's from you guys, but thank you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get it. I got to make some room. I got to make some room for it. Ooh. Dang. Thank you. I'll tell you when it's here. Jane Caulfield says, you just naturally funny. Well, thank you. I asked you guys to respond to the new style videos. And I think that's what you're responding to. You know what? You know what's funny? I don't even think Jane heard me talking about that. I think she went to go get something to eat. She didn't even hear that. She's just saying I'm just funny. So I appreciate it. And then right after she says, but we all love the jokes. We love the jokes, but you can sprinkle a few more in. I'll try it. Honestly, bro, I think you should make a new Jiri Prokayev. I did start a new channel. How many subscribers did it get? I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was bad. It got 1,500 subscribers. So, bro, long story short, let me read. Honestly, bro, I think you should make a new channel just to see if you could catch the new algorithm and keep this channel for your OG content. I appreciate the advice, bro. I honestly do. Because it looks like you care about the channel and want what I do to thrive, and that means a lot. I did try that, though, bro. I did try that. Here's the thing, though. I tried that with a format that still was too much to keep up with for what I was seeing in return. Like, not enough views, man. And you guys never even saw the most basic iteration of this sit-down MMA. What it was originally supposed to be, I wasn't going to put a single photo in it. Not even a photo. It was just going to be like you could even just listen to it and laugh. Like, there was going to be no visuals on it. And I couldn't help myself. I started throwing photos on there. And then slowly but surely, I started putting cuts and edits. I couldn't help myself. I even put a video. And I said I never would. But if I just put the basic ones on there, maybe it would be different. I don't know. But it was just hard to do because I already had like for example, I have people on this channel that, you know, I feel like every few streams, I see someone that's like, bro, when'd you come back? And I'm like, dude, I've been back. So I feel like if I just took off and did it on a new channel, I wouldn't keep seeing those people come back and circle back around and come back into, you know, being active. I just feel like there's so many people here I don't want to leave behind. So many people that are members. I don't know. It's scary, man. Because then if I start all over, that channel's not monetized for who knows how long. And then I'm just doing what I'm doing. And you know, I'm not somebody that's doing it for fun on the side with the full-time job. So it's scary. Every minute that I put in, you know, makes a big difference. It matters. I have to use my time wisely, but we'll see, man. We'll see how things come to fruition. You're still funny in the videos. It's just real MMA content with some jokes peppered in with the information. Thank you, Blaze. You know what? I've started to kind of find that it seems like a lot of the, like a big chunk of the MMA crowd, they're like, just tell me what's happening. And I always thought, like, people won't care what's happening as long as I'm being funny. People want to laugh. People want to be entertained. But it seems like people have been pretty engaged lately when I'm just giving them the news and talking about what's happening, which, again, is kind of sad for me because I want to do jokes. It's just they take so long, man. If I could do the jokes and I wouldn't be afraid of bills and stuff, then I would do it. If Paramount brought me on and they're like, bro, we got you. Just take your time writing your jokes or whatever, it would be way different. But it'd probably be a nightmare working for Paramount anyway. Because honestly, in this TikTok era, they just want recaps and predictions. Yeah. It's your personality we like. Thank you, bro. You have a unique style, GM. Your wit and observations fuels the humor. Thank you, bro. It makes me feel like I don't have to take forever crafting something. It's fun to do it, but it's nice to know that it's not a necessity. I know, Miss Gypsy. I don't know what's going on, man. I will say it seems like since I've been doing the low budget videos, it seems like people have been getting more notifications for the streams. It's crazy. We couldn't even crack. I remember if we got into the 40s a few weeks ago, it was like, dang, we're going viral. Most of the time we were like stuck at 30 something. So it seems like YouTube is like, all right, peppering it in. If you keep uploading, I'll give you some more notifications. It's crazy, man. Yeah, Charles Sonnen couldn't let me get close, for real. Jessica, what's up? Jessica got here like 2 hours ago. I barely saw it. I saw the collaboration with Jesse on Fire, and the comments were mad disrespectful to the GM because of the Cholo personality. For real? I didn't even see those ones, man. I saw people being like pretty positive, actually. I guess there were some bad ones. I saw a lot of people, for the most part, saying good things. Everybody in here always talks papas about him, though. No one ever wants me to collab with him. But he's always been, I mean, well, you know, up until I started, you know, saying stuff about Raja Jackson, you know. I was going to say he's always been nothing but the best to me, man. Very helpful, very accommodating, very friendly, up until I said something about Raja Jackson, and then I never heard from him again. Mark M, GM, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a longtime fan, but became a bigger fan when I was watching one of your. I'm gonna say that again because I think I glitched. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a longtime fan, but became a bigger fan when I was watching one of your LS. I'm gonna assume that stands for long streams. And you were talking about your religion, and that's what made me want to support you more. Well, thank you, Mark. You help balance some people out that tune out and get mad at me when I talk about it. So I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. It's wild to me to be afraid of it, you know? It's the most important thing. It's the most important thing in life. All of this is, you know, foolishness in comparison. Thank you, bro. I like the collab you did with John Fitch. Hey, Virgin Taker. That one came out of nowhere, bro. I remember when John Fitch approached me to do a collab, I was like, oh, heck yeah. See, here's the problem. I'm going to tell you like the main hesitation I have with collabs. This is my main. Well, there's two. My number one fear when it comes to collabs is I am a control freak. 100%. Because I'm very specific about what I think is funny. And oh gosh. I've been in situations before where I want to be delicate with how I word this. I've been in situations in the past where I was in close proximity with other. I've been in a situation before where I've been in a situation with a other creative that wanted to do something that I was like, this is stupid. This is corny. This is not funny at all. But that's my personality is I'm too nice to say it out loud. And I was like, this is not funny. And I don't want to do stuff that I know is not funny. I can't. And it's hard. It's just hard to tell someone else that's trying to be funny, bro. It's not funny. I have an idea. Just follow along. And I hate being in that situation. I'm always like, is the other person gonna just play the straight man and just go along with it and let it be funny, or are they gonna try to be funny and they're gonna make it weird? And I'm always like, I don't even want to get in that situation, because at least when I make stuff, even if it doesn't get views, at least I could say, I know that I believe that's funny and that was the best that could have been. But then if I do it with someone else and they put their touch on it, I'm like, The second thing is, and this is the main thing, I think, because I think this one is more of a factor. This one comes up more often. I always, and this has happened to me with, at least, I thought there was a fifth one. This has happened to me with at least 4 people that I've collabed with. At least 4 of them. Where they did not know how to take my back and forth. They did not know how to react to it. They didn't know if they should take it as serious. They didn't know if they were supposed to laugh. They didn't know. I don't know how many times in the middle of doing something with somebody on camera, they're like, wait, are you serious? And what am I supposed to say? No, bro, I was joking. Can we rewind now so that we won't tell everybody that I was joking? Do you know how to play along? It's like the Rick Glassman thing. You know how he always says playing? It sounds kind of weird. You know how Melancholy knows what I'm talking about. You know how you always use that term, let's play. I always think that's kind of weird. But that's like what he means. Like, bro, don't break the fourth wall. Don't expose. I'm going to say some crazy stuff. Go along with it. Laugh. Don't be like, whoa, bro, did you mean that? No, bro, I didn't. You want to start over? That's happened to me 4 times. And it's like, just like the Raja thing. So it's like people don't get, and so I don't want to deal with all that. But yeah, I'll be in situations, and you know how like when Joe Rogan is having a podcast like with any comic, and everything and anything goes over Joe's head. That's how it feels. It's like, bro, I don't even want to be in that situation. They don't know how to improvise. And it just gets super awkward. I could just see their face like, did he really say that? I'm like, bro, what did you have me on here for? Have you seen my videos? What did you think I was going to do? Leather Cheerio. Oh, that sounds good, actually. Mar Loca. Living the Mar Loca. Primo sending a big hug. I'm home and ready to enjoy all of ya in the dojo chat. All of ya. We're glad you're here, Mar Loca. And I want to let you guys know, unless I'm informed by Marilena that for whatever reason this is not going to work out, I believe this week I believe this week movie night is going to be Tuesday and Friday. I believe. So if you guys could plan accordingly if you're looking forward to making it. Tuesday and Friday. And for those of you that don't know, we do a movie night every single week on the Patreon. It's pretty much the big differentiator from people on Patreon and the YouTube membership. Because YouTube just won't let me do stuff like that. Even if it's behind the paywall, they'll say, Chale. The robots will pick up on it, take you down. I do miss the vertical beef as well. I really do. It's gotten a little trickier lately since I've been using this new software, which is keeping me from, oh, snap. Did I disappear? My feed just completely went away. Hopefully you can still see me. That was scary. What's going on here? What is happening? My stuff just keeps glitching. Thank you, Melancholia. I'm excited, bro. Like sometimes I don't want to overdo it and just be like talk about the same thing for 30 minutes on here, but I could just say thank you nonstop, man. I'm so excited. What the heck? I apologize. Oh, what the heck? I just want to shout out somebody that just threw 50 big ones. 50, 5-0, 5-0. And I ain't speaking about law enforcement. I'm speaking about donation and support enforcement. Someone just threw 5-0 in the PayPal and said, if you ever reveal my identity, I'm too kind to tell you what I'll do. Someone just threatened my life in the PayPal if I ever revealed their identity, but said, on the other hand, until that day comes where I have to come after you and everything that you love and cherish. Until that day, I'm very supportive of you, and want you and your channel to thrive. And I want to say thank you for your generosity. That's a big fat donation. Thank you very, very much for doing that. It does make a huge difference, especially this is the first weekday. This is the first weekday of the month. This, like, I mean, when I feel like, it feels gross talking about stuff like this, but I'm gonna be real with you. When I'm able to start off a month strong and confident, then it's like, oh snap, I could play around more. I could be like Rick Glassman. Maybe I'll do a couple edits. I have some wiggle room. I have some breathing room. But man, January freaked me out, man. January was scary. So it feels good to have this kind of support right off the bat. Thank you. And of course, Marilena is demanding a response to something. Okay. The geographic and history of Mexico is a seventh wonder of our world. Really? Wait, are you just saying that because, like, I'm not saying you're lying, but I'm saying, like, are you saying that it should be one because it's just, like, so fascinating, or it actually is one? Because I thought a wonder of the world had to be, like, a tangible thing, like the Great Wall of China or, like, Andre the Giant. I didn't know it could just be, like, a history. By the way, have you guys heard that theory about the Great Wall of China? I saw a video about it the other day that they think, because they were observing like the holes and like where people would be there with like bows and arrows and stuff. They were observing like a lot of the landscape, and there's a new theory that they think that the Great Wall of China wasn't to keep people from coming in, that it was to keep the Chinese from leaving. And it was kind of like a North Korea kind of situation. Like they were the first, like China walked so that North Korea could hold a nation captive. Like that's what it seems like. And that when you would scale it, like the dude that was doing it was like, bro, there's so many areas where you could just like walk right over from the outside. That's like super easy. Like he's like, I literally just in like 3 different places walked right over, but he says you can't do that from the inside. And the theory is like they were trapped in there. I'm probably telling you something you guys already all know. Oh, snap. Landon Bow. That could definitely come in handy. I'm always having audio issues, so I'm going to have to ask you something one day. we of the Chicago delegation draft Jane Caulfield to our team. Marloca with that little fox. Foxy. Boom, 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 boom. I love that little fox. You know, I had grown... I had somewhat of an animosity toward foxes in the past because of some personal matters and, you know, ruining some vegetation and whatnot. And now I have grown an affinity for them because of Marloca. So thank you for bridging the gap. Thank you for doing it. Nobody makes me breathe my own oxygen. That's a line from Dodgeball. Oh, dang. Must have had a heart. Oh, I'm so behind. I apologize. Oh. You guys always make me laugh. What's up, Drew? I could take some jokes from this community, bro. ARJR with a kiss from a rose. Thank you, bro. Your clicks are numbered. These clicks are numbered. I'm excited. You ever meet one of those fools that are unnaturally funny? Those are the ones that will make you laugh at them, but then cross the line by thinking that means they could have your girl's number. I've never, you know what? I went straight from like me and Marilena sealed the deal like straight, like from high school, bro. So I never really had that era where I was like, you know, some people they go out for drinks and they make the rounds, they go to the clubs and they have like their friends, you know, around their ladies and the people they're dating. I never really had that, man. I don't know. I wouldn't have liked that though. Be like, you just stay home, bro. There's manifesting and then there's ARJR. I self-inflicted myself to the max. That's like a best caption wins kind of situation. That sounded better in my head. I'm sleep deprived. Jim, how many times we gotta tell you you're funny before you believe you're funny? You know what's weird, Teen Ali? And I always got to give him credit for this. I've told the story before, but I remember when I was a lot younger, I always thought like I took myself too serious, you know? I was either like, I wanted to make action movies and I was writing scripts in like middle school even that I thought, you know, we're going to be all crazy and dark and exciting and, you know, just, you know, whatever that could, like the next Ong Bak, you know, just crazy high level and everybody's wowed and amazed by it. Or I was going to be like this super introspective, serious singer-songwriter. And it was when I started working with this dude at a radio station. His name was Kenneth Neil Adams. And that dude was... That dude was about, he was about, I think something like 37 years older than me. I was young like that. He was significantly older than me. He could have been like my grandpa basically. And I remember we would just have conversations at work. And he would just start busting up. And I was like, why is he laughing? And he's like, bro, are you serious? Like, listen to what you're saying. And I was like, no one's ever really laughed at stuff I've said like this before. And then it got to the point where I would like try to make them laugh, because I was like, this kind of feels good, making somebody laugh, like having a little audience like this. And sometimes we would just talk about like traffic or fast food or whatever. And I would just say stuff, and he would be like, bro, you're crazy. What are you talking about? And I was like, what? And he's like, we gotta make some funny videos and put them on Facebook or something. So I was like, what the heck? Who's gonna want to watch that? And then we started doing that back in the day. And he was like the first dude that ever made me think that I could be funny. Before that, I always wanted to be serious. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be an action star. I wanted to be all deep and, insightful and stuff like that. I never had a goal of like making people laugh. And then when that happened, we get some people leaving comments on Facebook. They're like, you guys are hilarious. This is funny. And I'm like, what the heck? I like this. And that dude, he lit that spark, man. He passed away. What's trippy is the day I met him, from the moment I met him, he had cancer. And I don't even think I knew that for the first couple years. I remember I was all tripped out when he told me. And it just progressed and progressed and progressed. And he passed away like, dang, man. Jeez, I might have been like, I can't even believe it's been that long. I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. I literally don't know. It might have been like 8 or 9 years ago. But he was like one of my best friends ever. And he was an old dude, but man, the way that we had like I could say stuff to that dude that if I said it to someone else, they would get like highly offended. Highly offended. They would report me. They would think it was distasteful, but this dude would be laughing his head off. Like we were on the same wavelength. Like the same kind of music. I mean, like it was just like, kindred spirits. And I always got to thank him for that. Now, obviously, as, T. Nally is saying, I still struggle with, insecurities and is it good enough? Am I funny enough? Because if I was, why wouldn't I be doing better? But yeah, man. Real Bruce Wayne says we love the jokes. I gotta figure out how to work the jokes in. This is the first time I got notified you were live, and I've been subbed with notifications turned on since I found your channel. Well, I'm glad you're here, bro. I literally don't know what makes YouTube pick and choose when they're actually gonna send notifications out, because there's people here in this chat right now that are here like every stream, like the most faithful of the faithful. And if they could, they'd be here like every opportunity. And they tell me constantly, YouTube didn't even notify me. And I'm talking about people that are like donating, constantly helping out, super chatting, people that are like the pillars of this community. And even they're not getting notified. So I don't know what makes YouTube choose. I don't understand. I was talking about MMA Guru, that he was the one that was saying really nice things that I was surprised by. I thought it was really cool. Now that was a long time ago. He might hate me by now. I have no idea. I have no idea. But Chale's son and also was watching the channel and leaving me some nice comments. But then when I tried to collab with him, he didn't want to have nothing to do with me. He was just ghosting me. Heck yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, Cuba Tricks. That feels so good, bro. Because Volkanovski is my favorite active fighter. I love Volkanovski. I'm a Volkamaniac. I am a Volkamaniac. Fight for the Volkamaniac. I love Volkanovski. So to hear that I got love over there from down under, and I like Steve Irwin, heck yeah, bro. I appreciate you. ARJR. I think LS means live streams. Oh, what did I say? Long streams? That does make sense, ARJR. Yeah, I should. I'm always, ever since I was a little kid, I always hated that about myself, being a people pleaser. I always wish I didn't care. Being a people pleaser is exhausting, man. Sometimes I'm around like just jerks, man. Just people that they just couldn't possibly care less about the people around them or what they think. And sometimes I'm like, man, my life would be so much easier if I was like that. There can't be two funny people constantly trying to be funny and stuff during a show or collab or whatever. It needs to be the chemistry between the two people that makes it funny. I know this is an old reference, but think about Keenan and Cal. They were funny together, but one was a goofball, the other was a serious one. They played off each other, though. And that's exactly what me and Flacco used to do. Flacco was the straight man. That was that, and I see the importance of that, you know. And you're right on it, Mrs. Gypsy. That's exactly it right there. You gotta have the straight man, just like Chandler Bing and Joey Tribbiani. As much as they were both funny, it was in very different ways. Chandler wasn't funny as in like a goofball like Joey. Chandler was more sarcastic and quick-witted and stuff like that. So when it came to the two of them, Chandler defaulted to being the straight man. You got to have a straight man. Just like Will Smith and Carlton Banks. Carlton was always just like, they were both funny, but Carlton was the goofball. And when they were together, like, they'd be funny in their own scenes, but when they came together, Will was the straight man. You got to have a straight man. And then when two people are just constantly going head to head trying to be funny and trying to put jokes on jokes, it doesn't work. So, I mean, that's right on, Mrs. Gypsy. If you did another channel and branched out to current event comedy, I wonder how that would go. Lots of us keep saying you're funny. People who aren't to MMA. You know what? I wish I could clone myself. I can. I mean, we clearly have the technology to do it. So I guess theoretically I could clone myself. But it's like, man, if I just had all the time in the world, if I could just make the clock stop every day, I would do that. I mean, imagine, because I've thought about that before, the way that people respond to how I approach MMA breakdowns and predictions, the way that I've seen people respond to that, and again, it feels gross to say certain things out loud, but it's very flattering. It's a huge compliment. The way I see people react to that, it's made me think, dang, if I talked about general stuff that like everybody could relate to, that was broader and not just MMA, because I know MMA seems big to us, but in the grand scheme of things, people still don't know MMA. And that's not putting MMA down. That's the same with NFL. Think about some of the people that you work with and just go tell them, hey, what do you think about Mauricio Rufy? And they'll say, huh? They won't even know who you're talking about. Now, I don't even watch football. But imagine some NFL player whose name you know. Imagine you go and tell them that name, and they'll go, huh? Same thing with NBA. Sports, to the people in the sport, it seems huge. But to most people, it's like, what? But if you go and talk about, like, Beyonce, if you say something about Tom Cruise, Will Smith, like, there's topics that are, like, obvious. And they're like way broader and more mainstream that if I was talking about those things, man, I can't even imagine. But it's like I have to feel confident enough with how this is going to even have the nerve to branch out. Because if I'm struggling to even keep this afloat month to month, it's like, how can I be comfortable enough to go do a whole other channel that's not even monetized? and take that gigantic leap of faith right there. Because, you know, as long as I'm struggling on this channel, I got to put every ounce of energy I have into this, I feel like, which might be stupid because maybe if I did the general one, it would take off right away. But you're right, Tinali, you're right. What the heck? Hey, this isn't the first. This has been a problem that's been happening consistently. ARJR just slapped 40 big ones down in the PayPal and says, YouTube doesn't let me upgrade my membership. So I guess I'll just cut them out altogether and send the increase direct. Which is amazing. You already know nothing hits like that PayPal. Thank you, ARJR. But and thank you for bringing that to my attention. I need to chat with YouTube again so they could just lie to my face for another 45 minutes, as they always do. There's been people constantly on the most recent stream saying they can't give memberships, they can't upgrade their membership, they can't even get a membership. I don't know what's going on. You would think YouTube would want to make money. It doesn't make any sense. So, you know what? Let's test it. Everyone that has a membership, just try to increase it just for research purposes and see if it'll let you, you know, just to make sure it's working properly. Oh, dang. Mike Alfieri says, I'm here to escape current events, T. But you know what I would do, Mike? I wouldn't do it on this channel. I would do it on another channel for sure. That way it wouldn't contaminate these waters, you know? Grandmaster, I didn't have any way service to watch the fight. You have a gift for calling the fight live. It's like John Sterling and Susan Waldman calling the New York Yankee games. Dang. Hey, shoot, it skipped on me right when I was reading your comment. Let me find that again. That was a very nice comment. Dang. I'm super far back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for saying that, bro. I always try to ask people. I try to make it a point to ask people, hey, let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're actually seeing the fights and watching them along with me. Or if you can't see them, I want to know. But I should do it either way. But I'm basically telling people, I want to know if you can't see it so I could describe it to you so vividly, it's going to be even better understanding than if you were there. Because you know if you were there, there's going to be stupid people standing up in front of you, putting their signs in front of you, getting up to go pee, and you can't even see, and then the cameraman's in your way. I'm gonna describe it like if you were right there with the Meta headset on, and you're just capturing every moment. So I'm glad that I was able to do that for you, bro. That's a huge compliment. Angel Padilla, we're watching 2 more Steven Seagal movies. We gotta watch the first 5, bro. We're on a Steven Seagal marathon. How about continuing with Below the Beanie? Hey, Viva Diego. You know what? Let me. You know what? Thank you for bringing it up, Diego. I want you guys to let me know. So, the very first version of it ever, I was calling Below the Beanie, which I think was the most pure version. What Below the Beanie was basically like podcast style. I would sit there, and it was not live. I would sit there and I would talk. It was literally just like a podcast for about an hour. Maybe I'd go to like an hour and a half sometimes, and I would just talk about nothing but MMA stuff. Sometimes I would have these little anecdotes, and I would talk about my life or whatever. But I would just sit there and talk for about an hour, hour and a half. And then I stopped that, and then I kind of did another podcast style thing that I was calling All of a Sudden. And every one of those was live. I realized that is not the best way to do a podcast style thing, unless I'm completely ignoring the chat, which I don't want to do. So I've been thinking about it over the last several months. This is something that I would actually like to do, but I just wanted to see if you guys would be into it. Please don't say yes, though, if you're not into it, because then all you're going to do is encourage me to do something that's going to have a negative effect and just be a waste of time. But Let me word it right here. I'm gonna put up a poll. So before you answer this, please understand, and I'm gonna write it. It's about MMA. I'm not just gonna be talking about whatever. Of course, every once in a while, life is gonna come up, but it's about MMA. It's MMA themed. It's weekly. It's not gonna be every single day. I'm not gonna bore you guys like that. And there's no, please understand, there's no kind of edits, nothing fancy, no high production. This is literally something that I hope and I pray that people listen to on their commutes, when they're on the toilet, when they're in the shower, when they're doing laundry, when they're doing yard work. I hope nobody even looks at the visual. I'm going to be sitting here talking. You could see me if you wanted to, but I hope nobody even looks at it. You just listen to it. If you guys want me to do something like that, I just put up the poll right now. That's something I've been wanting to do, because you could only tackle so much on these shorter videos throughout the week. I thought it would be nice every once in a while to just do one a week, because I know I look forward to it. The podcasts that I look forward to, like the Golden Hour podcast, Kill Tony, Tiger Valley, all the ones that come on once a week, like the anticipation builds. I'm excited about it. I can't wait for it. I know what it feels like to look forward to that. Something real low budget and easy that all you got to do is listen to. I just wanted to see if there was even an interest in that, because I definitely shouldn't be taking on anything else additional at this point that people don't even want. I don't want to be trying to offer you guys Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopes part 3. You know what I'm saying? I really want to catch up to these chats. Who are some of your favorite comics? Norm Macdonald might be my favorite ever. Norm Macdonald, Stephen Wright. Oh my gosh, bro. Louis C.K. What's his name? Oh my gosh, what's his name? I cannot believe I can't think of his name right now. I'm determined to find his name because I want to show him respect. I'm so upset right now. Oh, Kevin Nealon. That dude's hilarious, man. Probably been asked this a lot by Wire Fight Companions for members only. So I definitely do them all public when they're actually happening in real time. But after the fact, I make them members only because, and I might be wrong, but based on all the research I've ever done, when you have videos that are that long, most people, like 99.9% of people, are not going to watch a video that long, and it will destroy your channel's watch time. So if the algorithm, if that machine sees, he did a 7-hour long video and the average watch time was about 2 minutes. So it's like, I can't have that. That's literally the only reason I do it. Because otherwise, I'd love to have it public for people to continue to see if they wanted to. It's just I have to try to be smart. Hey, thank you for being here while you could. Mike Alfieri, thank you for blessing the channel with your presence, bro. I hope you have a good one at work. We ended the vertical weenies dirty. Dang. Thank you, Morgan Mayhem. I'm trying to do my best. I know that was my biggest problem before. It was just a lack of consistency. And I always tried to tell people, it's not because I'm lazy. It's not because I don't want to be here. I started off making the wrong kind of video that was too hard to replicate consistently. So if I'm doing these kind of videos, I'm happy to do it, man. The only thing I don't want to do is I don't want to put up videos just for the sake of putting videos. I want to make sure I actually have something to say. There's been a day or two here and there where I didn't really have anything to say in regard to what was happening in the MMA world that day. And I was like, I'm not going to make a video just to make a video and waste people's time. GM, you want a partner that works like a supporting actor like Howard Stern and Robin Givens, Batman and Robin, James Bond and Q, Jimmy Kimmel, Guillermo, David Letterman. Yeah, that's me and Flaco had a good thing going, bro. You know what's crazy? By the way, me and Flaco spoke on the phone today. Me and Flaco spoke on the phone today. Took me like 4.5 seconds to do that click, by the way. When I have my buttons, I'm just gonna go bam. I'm not even look at it. I'm just gonna go like, I'm just be like Ray Charles. I'm just gonna feel it. Me and Flaco spoke on the phone today. So, I mean, we're going in the right direction, bro. We're going in the right direction. Reunited and it feels so good. We should build a dojo wall and keep all of us in. I don't have insomnia. I just like to wait up all night for the sun to come out. Bloodsport. Thank you, bro. During these times, it's super important to support each other. Most of the MMA commentators don't cater to us. This ain't much, but ahí te va, compa. Hey, bro. Your sentiment, your kind words, your presence here, bro, your loyalty, it is a lot, bro. It does mean a lot to me. Thank you. And I don't understand people that are like that, man. I can't do anything. I can't do anything in this little world that we've created here without you guys. And people that lose sight of that is crazy to me. Thank you, Bloodsport. Dang, I'm so far back. GM, I got a confession. My lady just sneezed and I said bless you without thinking. Dang, I'm better than that. Oh man, you gotta recalibrate, bro. You gotta recalibrate. You'll get it next time, man. Just put some dusty stuff in her vicinity, bro, so you get another shot at it to redeem yourself. Oh, thank you, Mr. The Sandwich. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of people. It seems like their whole goal is to bicker and beef and create drama. And I said it not that long ago. I kind of don't even like that I became the dude that's like always roasting people, because I just feel like I don't want all that negativity around me, you know? Even if I'm trying to do it in a lighthearted way. GM, so many of these people sell their souls to get bigger. And since we ain't doing that, we got to build brick by brick. Exactly. We ain't building we ain't building on sand, you know? I mean, I see other creators and they get this following or whatever, but dang, they're so fair weather, or they say things like, the things they say to the creators is like, bro, it doesn't even look like you like them. You just kind of want to be part of the freak show. I don't even think you genuinely like the creator. But you won't see this for like 5 hours. I'm so tempted to just scroll like crazy. Oh man, you know what? Mona Kenny, unfortunately, and I know I got to get better about this. They change sometimes depending on what's going on. Sometimes I can't make it because Jesse Jr. has a game or whatever. This week we're doing 2 of them because we missed last week because I was trying to work on some technical difficulties before the Mexican Fight Companion. So this week we're actually doing 2 movie nights. One of them's on Tuesday and the other one's on Friday. But I'm gonna try to do my best to mention it, especially since you're a member. I try to post it on the members tab to give people a heads up first, so that you don't miss it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to scroll like crazy. And if you said something that you really wanted to have read, please just say it again. I hate when I have to miss stuff like this. I think your channel maybe grows slower because it doesn't play into the clickbait type of atmosphere that YouTube promotes. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not happy with myself when I do stuff that feels gross. And I'm just not willing, to sell my soul in that way. Because, I'm not blind. I see the other creators that are doing well and that are thriving. And when I see that, I'm like, I'd like to be successful, but I would never want to be that. I would never want to be in that position. I would never want to be perceived that way. I would never want to have to sustain that. I would love to see GM on Cooking with Volk. That would be, bro, you got a campaign for me, bro. You know how I'm always like trying to dodge everybody and I'm all shy and stuff? I will go with Volk in a heartbeat, bro. Hey, Angel.
We are family. Cause I got all my
Angel
homies with
Padilla,
me.
he went for it. He stuck his nose up at YouTube and said, Chale, I will not be disrespected. Angel Padilla upgraded his membership. Angel Padilla has swam against the grain of the ultimate YouTube glitch. And he has upgraded his membership. Marloca has swam against the YouTube grain.
Cause I got all my homies
And she
with
has
me.
upgraded her membership. Look at what these people are doing right now.
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so
Thank
hard,
you guys
got
for
the
doing
lotion.
it. The 36 Jamie Amble, I catch you live once a year. This is a great occasion. Hey, the 36 Jamie Amble. I need to put it like on the header up at the top or something and let people know. I promise you guys, the only reason it hasn't happened, I've told you, is because Jesse Jr.'s games. He's very active. He's an athlete. And I wish I could tell you every single day and what time I would be streaming. But I'm always chauffeuring and this and that, and it's hard. But, bro, I stream just about every day now. If you ever want to pop in, I'm here just about every single day. I love the Below the Beanie. I watched every episode as it aired. Oh. Charles Bronson movie night. Charles Bronson would fit our tone perfectly, bro. He's got to be on the list. Heck yeah. Life of a Grandmaster was one of my favorite things I ever did. I was trying to inch toward what I want to do. I wanted to do stuff with the plot, Love Below the Beanie. Heck yeah. ARJ. Oh, ARJR made it.
We are family.
Angel Padilla and Marloca had to break that YouTube. They broke down the great wall of YouTube. And they paved the way. ARJR was able to come back. Thank you, bro.
We
Double
are
blessed you.
family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
Heck yeah. He's even more of a member now. I'm so happy to hear about Camon's dog. That's beautiful, man. ARJR forced YouTube to submit to him. Thank you, Jessica. That's one of the things I've been excited about, actually. Above the Beanie. How hard is it to push a podcast to Spotify and other platforms? I actually had Below the Beanie was actually on Spotify. It's super easy to get your stuff on other. The thing is trying to get people to listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna go forward. ARJR. You two heard me and was like, Chale, let them upgrade, fool. It's money. They're like, we're missing out on some paper. I heard that Kevin Nealon graduated to Kevin Standing. That actually sounds like a joke that Kevin Nealon would do. ARJR has just blessed someone in the community with a membership. Congratulations, EMZ3.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Heck yeah. GM, what MMA YouTuber would you want to have your back in a bar fight? I mean, who would constitute as an MMA tuber? Like, does it have to just be people sitting, like, talking heads about, like, or any? I would probably pick, just off the dome, Sensei Seth. That dude's solid. Literally and metaphorical. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Marloca with another membership.
We are family.
Congratulations, the real shrimp one.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
And ARJR721 with another membership. He said, I don't play that. You know I gotta come back. And he blessed Watchtown.
Cause I got all my homies.
Hey, real Bruce Wayne, I'm sorry, bro. I mentioned it a little bit ago that I had to just skip forward. And if anybody put something that I didn't read, to please just post it again. It will not be considered spamming. I don't want to miss what you guys said, but I also don't want to be. I know it gets annoying for you guys when I'm so behind in the chat. Marloca comes back again for Tajipaka. Blessing Tajipaka with the membership. Thank you, Marloca. And we got Yethica over here flexing with 5 months. Thank you for doing it.
Cause I got all my homies with
Heck
me.
yeah. Let me try to see if I could see the last thing that you said. How about you replace DC and start the bad guy and Grandmaster Show? Hey, I tried. Chale he was all talk, man. Chale said Chale. He didn't want to do anything for real. I told him to put his podcast where his mouth is, and he didn't want to do it, man. It's frustrating, man. I think it's because I exposed them about the Ridge Wallet, to be honest with you. This is my first time catching one of your lives. Been sub for years. I don't watch lives, but this is so cool, man. Not very often the creator genuinely responds to each and every comment. So, hey, man. And Cuba, I'm missing so many too, bro. I hate it. That's why I'm saying, please, if anybody in here right now says something that I didn't respond to, feel more than welcome to say it again. Spam it, bro. Because I don't want to miss what you say. Because, again, like, I don't take that lightly. People, time is like one of your most precious commodities, you know? So just you being here means everything. So I don't know what kind of person doesn't respond, you know? So absolutely. So what happened to Volk again? His shoulder. His shoulder was injured, and I apologize. I'm coming in here with the title being about Volkanovski injured, and I don't even have the correct verbiage. I don't remember if it was dislocated, if they said it was pulled, if it was... let me see. Alexander Volkanovski shoulder injury. Alexander Volkanovski competed at UFC 325 with a serious shoulder injury. According to his coach, Joe Lopes, the injury described as a busted shoulder that had pulled out occurred roughly 4 weeks prior to the fight, with serious considerations about pulling out of the match. The injury occurred during training camp about a month before the event, with the team uncertain if he could fight. The shoulder was described as compromised for the final 4 weeks of preparation. Following the fight, it was mentioned he was dealing with other injuries, including potential cuts. So this dude came into the fight severely compromised. Here's the ironic thing. Diego Lopes came even more severely compromised into the fight just because of his fighting style. That's the ironic thing. Recon 4863 is blessing people in this community, and it's not the first time. Thank you, Recon 4863. Thank you for doing it.
With me.
A few days. Perry the Blueberry. I like it, bro. Perry the Blueberry is just like, hey, here we go. Support, no questions and no answers. Just nothing but pure support. Thank you, Perry the Blueberry. Thank you. My favorite comics are Mitch Hedberg and Lewis Black. I always like the funny, angry rants of Lewis Black. And Mitch was like, yeah, Mitch is solid. Lewis Black. I did like to see that guy go off the rails. There is something intriguing about seeing somebody lose it like that. That part was entertaining for me. One of the 100 things I said, just kidding, was, would you consider replacing Guru and start the Mighty Master or Mighty Grandmaster show? It has a better ring to it. It feels stupid answering this question because I'm not there. So I know that wouldn't even happen. So I feel like, like delusions of grandeur. But I feel like at this point I would have to. I would absolutely have to. I would just be shooting myself in the chancla to not do it. That exposure would be insane. Yeah. You have to read my last 2 comments to see what I was trying to say because I'm shadow banned. What the heck? They showed... Look into the drug cyborg Pop 4 in the UFC. It only has one use in high doses she had in her system to stop natural testosterone from coming back in post-op. Man, what the heck? So how long ago would she have had to have been a dude for that to have been off the radar? Because she's been fighting forever, right? What the heck? Who's some of your favorite comics? Oh, I did answer that one. Maybe you weren't here. Norm Macdonald, Louis C.K., Stephen Wright, Kevin Nealon. Those are my favorite. I mean, there's plenty of other comics that I like, but I don't know if anyone is up there on that level in my beanie. Do you think Volk's second reign will end in a similar way to Pantoja? Nope. Something that people are delusional about, and this was what I was ranting about earlier today that is so frustrating to me because no one puts respect on my beanie. People doubted and doubted and doubted when I was talking about Gaethje and Pimblett, and I was correct because I did my homework and I did my research. And then when it came to Volkanovski and Lopez, people doubted and doubted and doubted and didn't want to listen to what I say. And then I was correct again. And now even after that fight, I've been bringing up potential matchups for Volkanovski, and people are laughing. They're like, oh, now you're taking it too far, Grandmaster. That's what you guys said the last 2 fights, that I was taking it too far and I was crazy. And just to be real brief about it, Volkanovski was severely compromised against Tapoera. He shouldn't have took that fight. He shouldn't have took the fight before that with Makhachev when he took it. It would be a totally different situation. I do not think it would end that way. Jim, I said, is that why you didn't want to do the who's on first skit with me? Man, that who's on first skit will not die, bro. People always bring that up, like if they just invented it, bro. um. Oh, hey, that's a good observation, Miss Gypsy, for real. Lopez broke both his feet during the fight. Volkanovski's too solid.
He's made out of mahogany.
What's up, Chaotic Tranquility? Strickland or Hernandez? Oh, it's gotta be Hernandez, right? Strickland is a walking jab. We cannot let Strickland. You know what? Dang it. I'll tell you right now, that's my prediction off the beanie. I gotta do some MMA long division with that one, don't I? All I know is I used to be a pretty big fan of Strickland, and I used to root for him, and that dude just kept letting me down because he doesn't walk the way he talks, you know? His field was a balloon. I can't do Conor McGregor. I'm not even gonna try anymore. If it wasn't for my horse, I never would have got through that first year of college. That Lewis Black bit is hilarious. I've never heard that one. I have to scope it out. T. Nally, it was amazing to have you here. And to be honest with you, you did light a type of fire underneath my beanie. And you did encourage me tonight. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, think about all Dana's and Joe's comments about why they wouldn't sign Cyborg before they eventually did. I mean, and the way they joke about her too. I mean, the way they joke about her tongue in cheek about how she looks like a dude, it's almost like they know something. Believing. Oh yeah, small fractures, yeah. I used to think Dana Carvey was so funny back on SNL, but as he got older, he wasn't as funny anymore. I mean, it happens. Unfortunately, it's just like a singer when they lose their voice, you know. At a certain point, you might make too much money or you might get too afraid. Like back in the day on SNL, people from that era with Dana Carvey, they used to say and do whatever, bro. You got to imagine being like Dana Carvey, Steve Martin, the stuff that they used to get away with now. You would be canceled for like 1/10 of that now, and they got too much to lose at this point. So they're probably like, heck no, we ain't going to risk it all. We were on the same team for 324, but for some reason I doubted you, GM, for 325. Actually, I doubted Volk's chin. And I tried to tell you, Bruce Wayne. I tried to tell you, bro. I spent time, because I'm a Volkanovski fan, and I wanted to make sure that I had, you know, a comprehensive understanding of what he was going into. And it just seems so blatantly apparent to me that his chin came off the way it did because the way he handled his last couple fights. And that was, as far as I was confirmed, that was the only thing to it. Who's your MMA GOAT, bro? It's probably, you know, it's got to be, you know, all time Khabib Nurmagomedov. You know, there's never been anyone as dominant. Never been anyone as dominant. I don't care if he had one title defense. I've never seen anybody just throw the hammer down like that dude does and just completely incapacitate people. You could have people that are a specialist in this and they're high level in the art of that and they're amazing with that kind of striking or this kind of. I've never seen at that level, because even if you're talking about John Jones, so many of his fights ended up being competitive. With Khabib, it was like, it doesn't matter what your discipline was. He was going to dismantle you, and you knew exactly what he was going to do, and you still couldn't stop him. And he was going to trap your legs and just beat the heck out of your face. Like, I've never seen anybody do that consistently. I'm a huge fan. I'm huge into comedy. For some reason, your style of comedy with the singing reminds me of Chris D'Elia. Well, interestingly, Chris D'Elia is he's got a Golden Hour is probably my favorite podcast, man. I love Golden Hour. And I listen to every single congratulations as well. I mean, I love that dude. I love that dude. And I always get excited when he's hearted a bunch of my comments and responded on them. So I always feel like starstruck. I'm a big fan. Dang. Hey, Jonathan Handsome. I'm gonna say one word. Dude wipes. Dang. Which prospects will become contenders this year, you think? Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna give you one. I'm not even gonna pretend to be a fantasy football type. And I'm gonna say oh my gosh, I can't. Am I pronouncing his name right? Josh Hokett. Josh Hokett is the guy. Josh Hokett, if I had to say like my favorite fighters right now, it's probably going to be Alexander Volkanovski, Armin Sarukian, Josh Hokett, Rose Namajunas. I got to think about the fifth one. I don't know. But Josh Hokett, I'm excited about that dude, man. And I know he's panning out to be one of those love him or hate him individuals, but I love what I'm seeing, man. I love what he's bringing. It makes me feel like I'm watching, like, WWF again. It's like Chale Son and Reborn. I like it. I say Josh Hokett is the guy. He's coming up. I agree. Volk above Islam on the GOAT list. I agree. There was one major difference. So Lopez is a power puncher and Patty isn't. So that's what I responded to, bro. I know that Lopez was a bigger threat than Patty, but Volkanovski's a better fighter than Gaethje. That was my thing, bro. That was my thing. Oh, yeah, Mr. The Sandwich. I think, and this ain't even to disrespect the stand-up, but I think he's even funnier on the podcast. Like, I enjoy that even more. How do you imagine Volk's reign comes to an end? Retire on top or get KO'd or injured? I have a feeling that he goes out on a loss. That's just my feeling right now off the beanie, because we know he loves it. We know that's where he finds a lot of his validation and happiness. And it sounds like constantly he's having to negotiate with his wife and his family about if he could still do it. I think he's always trying to push to keep doing it, and his family doesn't want him to anymore. So I think he's going to find ways to keep justifying it as long as he's winning. If anything, to make it put a more positive spin on it, I could see him going out on a loss and then maybe at some point coming back for a winnable fight and then going out like that. But I can't see him going out on top. That his wife would really have to get on him for that one. Butt pee. I don't think I ever heard any butt pee. But P21 just slapped down a donation. It says praises Cobra's Magic. What is that sound? Is that like some Dungeons and Dragons stuff right here? Thank you, Butt P. I appreciate that. That's the move, guys. Praises Cobra's Magic. That's a D&D move. I appreciate it very much, Butt P. Can I call you diarrhea? I think Junior Dos Anjos is the most underrated heavyweight run of all time. Kane beat him in the rematch, but he only had to fight Bigfoot for... I could see that. I mean, because you're not saying it was the greatest, he was the best, he was the GOAT. You're just saying it was the most underrated. That's a pretty strong argument. That dude was crazy athletic. She's less Mexican than Arasanya. Theo Vaughn is really funny too, especially in conversation. Yes. I've said it before. I don't know what it is, but like I feel like all the stand-up comics, like right now, you could be talking whoever they are. I don't want to name names. I don't need to like be putting people down. But I feel like all the current stand-up comedians, I feel like they're all funnier on their podcast than when I watch the stand-up. It's weird how that works. Do you think Jean Silva could be the one to KO him, even if he even fights that long? Shoot, man. As much as I hate saying this, could he? Could he? Yeah. I mean, anybody could get caught. And I think that Jean Silva's a better fighter than Diego Lopes. Jean Silva, and I don't know how closely you guys watched that fight with Jean Silva and Lopes or even any other Silva's fights. He's a very unorthodox, creative fighter. He does some weird stuff that you might not expect. Very entertaining, very unexpected, very offbeat. And if Volkanovski is getting hit with some of the simple combos from Lopes, Jean Silva, he's up there, man. Real Bruce Wayne, I thought about that. I thought about that when I said it. And I meant figuratively. Wait, what the heck? Interesting. Strip Tom, serio, bro. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Even Jane Caulfield is on change.org trying to get the UFC to strip Tomas Aspinall. That tells you everything you need to know. Jean Silva is a joy to watch, but you wouldn't want to come across him in an alleyway at 3 a.m. That's for sure. Yeah, dude's crazy, bro. Have you seen Carl Barone? No. Is he related to Ray Romano? Carl Barone. Oh, he's a comic. No, I'll have to check him out. I have the tab open so I could check him out. What the heck? I think if Silva and Lopes fought 10 times, Silva would win 8 of them. I do agree that he's the better fighter, for sure. And I do believe it was an early stoppage. I'm not saying, I mean, Silva was obviously in a bad spot. And I wish he would have done some more intelligent defending sooner. But I felt like that was a bad stoppage. Jean, first strike of the fight is his last before the recent one against. Oh, for real. Yeah, he was throwing that Steven Seagal kick. Carl Baron. He might be a fighting nerd. He could be like Brendan Schaub where he fights and does comedy. All right, guys, I'm starting to get the shakes. I'm sitting in this very, very cold dojo, and my stomach is growling. I'm so hungry. I didn't have breakfast, and I had just very small amount of scrambled eggs for lunch. I've had no carbohydrates. I feel malnourished. I'm feeling lightheaded. I need to go inside and have some dinner. Tomorrow, my goal is to do one of my videos that I've been doing lately where I'm sitting here talking at you. Jane, you guys gotta keep typing. What if that's just my goal every stream, and as soon as I get to the bottom, we're done? Oh, Carlos, dang it. So let me see. So 7% of people do not want a podcast. That's interesting. I like the honesty. But it's too long. They don't want it. 7% people don't want it, so we won't do it. If we don't have 100%, there's no reason to do it. I don't want this 7% to tank my channel. I'm just kidding. I think we got to do it. Thank you, everyone that voted. We had a pretty good amount of voters. I appreciate it. Are you a fan of Shane Gillis? Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid for not putting him. He's up there too. Stephen Wright, Norm Macdonald, Kevin Nealon, Louis C.K., Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is like ridiculously hilarious. Absolutely. Can't believe I didn't think of that one. ARJR with one for the road. Blessing. Adam Musgrove. Thank you, bro. Thank you. One person said he clicked no, but meant yes. Oh, wait. Marloca says, hold up. Gilly is great. Stephen Wright was a great one. Heck yeah. I love that dude's delivery. Everything about him, man. Thanks again for the membership. Recon, enjoy your feed, GM. Thanks for welcoming me, lads. Heck yeah. Thank you for being here, Cuba. Thank you, mate. Thanks for being here, mate. That's what I say, Miss Gypsy. Oh, Marloca got blocked. Hey, you need to have a talk with that whoever that representative at the bank is. They should know better by now. Hold on. Well, Cuba, I hope you are, bro. We're happy to have you here. Everyone's dissing Silva for his beef with Volk because he's altruistic. But I understand that Volk didn't train Ruffy for Fiziev without getting anything in return. Volk even stuttered in the post-fight press. Yeah, that was weird. He's like, what the heck? Oh, Marloca showing that tenacity. ARJR with another membership. ARJR is flexing. ARJR, I don't know what bank he's with, but this is like some promo marketing material right here. ARJR is flexing his bank account, saying you got to go with these people. They need to put ARJR, his donation activities in a commercial. Father Time, man. No one beats it. Father Time came after Marloca's bank account. Oh, there we go. Demon from below just got blessed by Marloca. There we go. ARJ, ay, bro. This is getting ugly. Alexander Morales. Oh, so he was trying to be a gentleman. He's not trying to beef with her. He was like, here's one for Mar. He was trying to do it for her. There we go. This is beautiful. Good teamwork right here. Good teamwork. Hey, I want to tell you guys something. Oh, Marloca came with another one. Congratulations, Liquid Dre. Thank you, Marloca, for doing it. I want to say something right now that's very exciting to me. This might be the first stream in like I don't know how many years, and I legitimately mean that, years. I'm talking about maybe like 4 or 5 years that we've had like 100 people watching from start to finish. And some of you guys might be lurking. Maybe you're trying to fall asleep. Maybe you're driving. Maybe you're not able to chat and comment and throw jokes and stuff like that. But the fact that you were here means so much to me. I can't tell you how bad it feels streaming day after day after day. And there's like 32 people here. We haven't had, and I know other people could stream and have like, 900 viewers or whatever. And that's fine. But for me, I might as well be Mr. Beast right now. Like, this feels good. And I want to thank you guys for spending your time here, because time is precious. And I thank you for doing that. It makes me feel like I'm moving up in the YouTube game, you know? ARJR came back with another membership. Like it's no thing. Like if he don't even have a bank. Like if he just opened up his own branch and he's just moving carte blanche like. And ARJR is just, bro.
We are family.
It's getting, we are family.
With me.
And, there's moments it becomes contentious. There's moments where the family's at each other's throats. Going back and forth for them gringos. Going back and forth. It's just like, an Easter egg hunt. And you're all family. You're all trying to have a good time. But, you want to be the one to grab the most huevos. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the ultimate huevo collector. You already know it gets real when it's at the end and you're counting all the huevos out your plastic bag. And that's what we're trying to do out here. People are out here collecting. And everyone loves each other. Everyone has respect for each other. But we got to catch them huevos. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I trust that you know what I'm saying. For real, the realist right here. The bank needs him. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. You made this a very good night and a very confident beginning of the month. If you have not seen my last string of videos that I've been making lately, because I am being active again, please go scope out my videos tab. There's a bunch of videos in there so you can see that I'm the Mexican Nostradamus and I've been getting all the pics and stuff right. So please go check it out. Huevos. It's eggs, the Easter eggs, Stop talking about food. I'm hungry. Okay. It's because I can't stop thinking about food. I'm going to go eat right now. Oh, what the heck? Look at this guy, man. ARJR just threw down 40 big ones in the PayPal. He says it's gas money for your Best Buy trip. So I could go buy my Stream Deck, bro. Unbelievable. And look at this guy. Thank you, ARJR. I'm going to drive real slow now. I'm going to cruise now. I'm going to put it in sport mode, bro. I'm going to burn even extra gas because I can. Hoser, the guy. Hoser, the power couple. Says, I'm making dinner. I love it, man. I love it. I was at Hoser, the relationship's ear right now. Remember, I was saying, I don't know if you're lurking. I don't know if you're whatever you're doing. I thank you for being here. Homie's making dinner. Thank you. Throws 10 big ones in the PayPal like nothing. Multitasking while making dinner. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hoser. And thank you, Mar Loca, for the membership for the road. Congratulations, Willam.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
What's up, Drew? Just slapped 10 memberships down.
We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
Oh my gosh, bro.
We are family.
Clutch like Kobe.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Oh my gosh, what's up, Drew?
We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
What's up, Drew? Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. What do you think?
Cause I got all
you should make a Tapology group so the Mexican martial arts community could compete against each other. I don't even know how to do that. But I also don't want to create any. I don't want people to be fighting each other, though. I don't want people to start getting too competitive and get upset, We're supposed to be all kumbaya in here, What's up, Drew? I cannot thank you enough, bro. Again, this is the first weekday of the month, and being able to start out strong and confident just completely changes the atmosphere and the whole tone. I remember I was feeling good in December because we started strong, and I was like confident doing my thing and making videos. And then last month was scary, so thank you, bro. That's huge. Thank you very much for doing it. What's up, Drew? Always being generous. I appreciate you, bro.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
And ARJ, what the heck? ARJR with another
We
membership.
are family.
And Marloca with another
'Cause I got
membership.
all my homies
And
with me.
ARJR with one more membership. I
We
thank all
are
of you. I thank
family.
all of you. Too often when I get off of
'Cause
these
I got all
streams,
my homies
I'm
with
sitting
me.
there with the bad feeling in the pit of my stomach, feeling paranoid, feeling pressure. And you guys are giving
We
me a lot of
are
confidence tonight. Thank you for
family.
supporting the channel. Thank you for
'Cause I got
supporting
all
what I
my
do
homies with
and making
me.
me feel comfortable to show Marilena, hey, stop tripping. Let me do my work. Thank you very much. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for the stream deck. You group of people making things like this possible. Thank you for the jokes, for the chats, for the support, for the ideas. And thank you for spending time here. We got Melancholy throwing one down for the road. Melancholy just blessed the gout trout.
'Cause I got all my homies with me.
And we got ARJR immediately
We
after
are
him
family.
for Don't Come to LA.
'Cause I got all my homies with me.
Oh, that was actually Marloca. Marloca's back. And blessing Don't
are
Come to LA. And then we got
family.
Alex Snyder blessed from
'Cause I got all
ARJR.
my homies with
I don't
me.
remember the last time we saw a blessing train like this. This is crazy. Thank you. I'm on my Steam. Oh, you're a gamer? You a gamer? I miss those days, bro. I could only hope and pray to do well enough that someday I could actually game again. No. We ain't going anywhere. They're slowly building the wall of China in here.
We are family.
Thank you,
'Cause I
ARJR.
got all my homies with me.
I'm trying. I try to split wisdom as often as I can, bro. Don't be keeping that together. We don't need to be stingy with it. What? Okay. I'm going to shut the thing down. I don't want to get greedy. I don't want to freeze any bank accounts. I don't want to create any heated rivalries. We got enough of that going on lately. I'm going to go and have a nice, relaxed dinner. Marloca and ARJ. It was at the same time.
'Cause I got all my homies
It was at the
with
exact
me.
same time. You guys are basically on one of those.
We
You guys are on a
family.
jinx right now, basically.
'Cause I got all my homies with me.
Thank you for doing it. Rivalries are healthy, GM. It's getting cold, lad. Yeah, my patas are freezing, bro. My patas, my hands, my extremities. It is getting cold in here. But I slept like 9 hours last night, though. I'm going to go to sleep again right now. As soon as I eat, I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to wake up early. And I'm going to be active. I'm going to be an active champion. So get your sleep. Dang! You missed a crazy donation train, Angel. There's a heated rivalry going on here. That's about all you missed. And I'm about to dip right now to have dinner. ARJR with one more. ARJR with one more.
We are family.
And Marloca.
We are family.
What do you think of the Patty and the Hooker beef?
'Cause I
I
got
think
all my
I thought it was
homies
gonna
with
be the
me.
only thing that would allow. I thought it was gonna be the only
We
thing that was gonna
are
allow Patty Pimblett to still
family.
have some kind of a storyline, because obviously he's
got
not gonna
all my
get there
homies
off
with
of his own
me.
attributes. He's not gonna be getting any more title shots or whatever based off. He's kind of like in the Diego Lopes type of situation right here. He's gonna have to find things like dramas and beefs to fuel his legacy, to keep people interested. He's gonna have to fight like things for BMF titles, and Hooker wouldn't have messed it up by losing. But that being said, maybe that was the best thing for the Patty fight, because if Hooker won right after Patty lost in the way that he did, Hooker might have been like, okay, I need to look past Patty now. But Hooker losing might have been the best thing to happen for that. And I think we do need to see it. I do think it's important. ARJR with another
We are
membership.
family.
ARJR is
'Cause
relentless.
I got all my homies with me.
He just juked the community. Oh, good night, Angel. But yeah, I'm about to sign off right now too, bro. My stomach is growling. My stomach is growling, bro. Isaac de Anda.
We
Just
are
blessed.
family.
Zing, dude.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Someone call an ambulance, but not for me. What the heck? Did you just kill somebody, bro? You got a membership gifted to you, but it doesn't work. What the heck? I've never heard of people getting one that they couldn't use, though. I know we always have to go tell people how to enable them, and then they could get it. But I never heard of someone not able to use it after the fact. But yeah, they are correct. You have to go to settings and accept it, which is ridiculous. I don't know why YouTube makes you do that. Mar loca.
We are
Living the
family.
mar loca. She's living the
Cause I got all
mar
my
loca.
homies with me.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, real Bruce Wayne, maybe if someone else wants to make it, I'm so spread thin just trying to make videos, bro, that the thought of doing something like that just sounds scary to me. All right, we're saying goodnight. We're saying goodnight. Even Jane is saying goodnight. We gotta go to sleep. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the funness. And we're gonna be doing it again tomorrow. And we're gonna have movie night tomorrow. This is gonna be a whole marathon tomorrow. We're gonna spend so much time together. We're gonna get sick of each other. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out.